how's the movie industry been for you? I mean, if you look at when you used to do Inspector Bediako all the way down to your latest productions, what do you see about the industry?
Well, if you're relating, and good morning, Peter, and congratulations also on Aloe Vera. Personally, as an actor, I've been on a sort of rebound. I was away for about 14 years because I was working in the corporate sector. And so since, I think about 3 years ago, I've done a couple of movies.
Yeah.
Some are on Netflix, some are doing quite well. So for me personally, I'm not really complaining that much.
Okay.
The industry has enormous potential. And I think that the first thing that we do to ourselves is try and put ourselves in a box and start comparing ourselves to Nigeria and comparing ourselves to Bollywood and comparing ourselves to whatever. Look, let's move in our own lane. Let's move in our own trajectory. Let's make sure we get our regulations right. Let's make sure we get our funding, financing sector right for the film industry. And we'll move accordingly. I mean, Nigeria has, as you've stated, and I've read that report.
Yeah.
Nigeria churns out maybe 5,500 films annually.
Yes.
Compared to our 600. Now, if you look at the population of Nigeria, it's 250 million versus 30 million. Lagos State alone is 40 million. It's more than the population of the entire Ghana. Why do you want to compare yourselves to a country like that? I mean, this is not Ghana versus Jollof Mata. It's not.
Yeah.
So we're not in a race. We just need to make sure we put the foundations right so that the opportunities that are there for people who have the love and the passion to be in that value chain of film production have opportunities that the globe offers.
Yeah.
That's what we need to do. And let's stop fantasizing about competing with Nigeria here and there. On Netflix, Nigeria currently has about 110 films.
Yeah.
Ghana has about 12, approximately. I could be right or wrong. But look at the comparisons. You've always got to recognize that these disparities are going to be there. But it's not Ghana versus Nigeria football match either. So this is about industry. This is about employment. This is about wealth creation, job creation for the youth, and a whole lot of things come into it. And so for me, I think that when you look at post-COVID, and you must remember that we must put all of this in context. Pre-COVID, the industry was on a downturn. It was virtually on its knees. Everybody was complaining about telenovelas on TV and all the stations are showing TV. We know there was a downturn, and we know the impact that COVID had on the film industry globally.
Yeah.
Ghana was not an exception. And so we're currently on a rebound. And so we must look at it from that perspective and make sure that the lessons that need to have learned from the past are learned.
Okay.
And the right, rules, regulations, guidelines, and financing opportunities be laid at, on the table. Look, we keep on crying today as if the industry was never good.
Yeah.
But that's a lie.
It was good.
That's an absolute fallacy. Because there's a trend analysis. And if you look at back in the day, back in the early 80s, 90s, Ghanaian films were hot.
Yeah.
People were queuing here. This used to be Ghana Films Industry Corporation. They had their film studios here. People were queuing from here to to Jubilee House.
To come and watch
2 rows to come and watch Ghanaian films.